Hello.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Hello, everyone. We have a pretty fantastic race lined up today between former world record holder Pisces and longtime Hollow Knight runner Muri. I think this is going to actually be a really good one. I mean, I have a lot of faith in Pisces, especially with how consistent he's been in his previous races. But,
yeah, definitely. Two very top runners here. Pisces, who has done a tremendous amount of work optimizing and pushing this category over the last year. And then Muri, you know, a veteran of the community who I believe is a much better runner than his PB would show. So I genuinely believe this race could go anyway today.
Yeah, for sure. That's very well said. I do think Muri is much better than his PB would show. He's somebody who knows a lot about the game, like just the ins and outs of it. If you have some like obscure question, he probably knows the answer. All right. Let's see. Where's my Discord? Oh, right there. All right. Let us know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm excited for this race. It's always interesting to see two very, very top runners go up against each other, and I'm always interested in seeing what are going to be the small little mistakes that give one runner the edge and put the other runner behind.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, without any major mistakes from either side, this could actually end up being really close.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Get on the file, select Muri. All right, I've done the countdown. Now we wait for the delay.
Now we wait. Yep. After my first few commenting my first few races, I stopped counting down out loud because I'm like, man, it's really anticlimactic to like count down out loud, and then we just sit here for 30 seconds.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. He said, "Get on the file, select Muri."
There you go.
So yeah, Pisces was having technical difficulties a second ago, but it seems like you got it all sorted out, so that's good.
Cool.
But yeah, so since we're sitting here in round 3, probably not going to do a ton of like, and this is how they inventory drop, and this is how they fireball. We'll do a little bit of that, but it's going to be mostly talking about what they're doing well, what they're not doing well.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I remember from an earlier Pisces match I commentated is that, at least, I forget who he raced at the time, but he told me he did not have the stream open at all and wasn't watching. He just liked to put his head down, get into his own groove, and do his own race. And I'm curious to see if he's doing that again today. Or
this Pisces you're talking?
Pisces, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, I have to say, my first 2 races, I had the stream open for both, and I also had the stream open for the trending race in the 4-year anniversary, and it was a detriment all 3 times.
I feel like I need to find that balance in the middle, because I've had races where I was looking too much and it stressed me out. Then I had races where I wasn't looking enough and didn't realize, like, hey, you should play a little more risky. You should go a little faster. So I'm always curious to see where every runner's head is at and how they handle that race strategy. Because again, you know, there's at least for me, there's a much different mentality between PB attempts in a race where we can't reset or go back and redo anything.
Yeah, for sure. I do feel like it doesn't negatively affect me knowing that I'm like behind or ahead. What does negatively affect me is I find myself like, if I look over and see that they're at like 1 health, I find myself like forgetting to play my own game because I'm watching them worried. It's like, oh no. Yeah. Very even. Going through Kings fast. We love to see it.
Especially with top runners, it's very hard to commentate this split. You know, barring anything crazy like missing double spike or missing statue pogo or getting bad RNG from false night, I expect them to be pretty synchronized all the way through this split. Yeah,
I love seeing whenever they're like 0.24 apart at leaving King's Pass, and then they're like 0.73 leaving here, and it's like, oh, we're all those little tiny optimizations.
Yeah, absolutely, and that I've seen that drive a lot of newer runners, especially crazy. You know, a lot of newer runners trying to get the coveted 51 in King's Pass, just wondering where that time save comes from.
Yep. Yeah, every time I get asked that question, it's like they're tiny. They're really small.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally 0.1 here, 0.05 there. You know, there's no one spot where you're just saving.
How dare you say those numbers to me? 0.05.
Oh gosh. I am so sorry. It's okay. You can throw 0.16 back at me. It's okay.
We both have PTSD from numbers.
I know. Oh goodness. Yeah. So both runners, not even half a second apart here. Again, nobody's really had any mistakes. Both runners got double spike. Muri actually did it from the bottom platform, something I don't see too often in 1-2-2-1.
You love to see it.
You do love to see it.
I do love that Muri was like 0.2 or 0.15 behind, and then whenever Pisces went into that statue poker room, he like walked into the wall for a half a second before jumping. Like his first jump didn't go off, and so now he's behind by like 0.2.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and point out that the goal of this category is pretty simple. It's, you know, grab all the skills, which we have as a community have collectively agreed on what's a skill. Even if you one of the people that thinks to be a skill. But they're going to get all the spells, all the upgraded spells, all the movement, Ismus tier, et cetera, et cetera.
So Viz, you've been around the community a lot longer than I have. What went into the decision to make Dreamgate not a skill? So,
I think I wasn't around for the very start. So for the first like 2 patches, I came around into the speedrun community as Grim Troop dropped. I have a feeling that this category already existed before, because Dreamgate wasn't in the first iteration of the game. It didn't come around until Hidden Dreams. So I think it was to keep it consistent. I could be wrong on that, but that's my initial thoughts was, okay, so Dreamgate's arguably a skill, and it wasn't in the original version of the game, so that maybe they already like decided that it wasn't.
Gotcha.
Whenever they added it, I don't know. That's my initial impression. But yeah, I honestly, I don't know if this went into it, but if you added Dreamgate, this category would just be pretty similar to Truening anyway. So
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, they would just be like slight things here and there.
So coming up here is the first like real serious RNG we can see in this run, which is how many spits the Balder decides to get each runner. I think each spit loses about a second if played optimally. But either way, in a race between 2 runners like this, that could be all the difference, as we've already seen with a few races in this tournament. Muri gets a 1 split, both runners.
Yeah.
Okay, no difference there.
Nope. And the funny part is I'm pretty sure Muri was one of them. There's a couple runners that were saying that they wanted to get the Balder spit world record in a race rather than win the race. It's more important than winning the tournament. It's getting Balder spit RNG, the most coveted, hardest to get world record.
What is world record for it? I don't even know.
14, if I remember right. I think did somebody beat it recently? I thought 2 people were tied at 14. I think someone beat it, but I don't remember.
Gotcha.
Pisces getting all the gruzzers.
Yeah.
He's gonna leave this room with full soul. He actually is.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
This guy can fireball the wrong way and then turn around and do the right way.
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, I did it literally yesterday. And I called it as it is. I was like, oh, wow. Well, at least I have extra soul in case I fireball the wrong way. He proceeds to fireball the wrong way. Oh my God, he really did it. He actually did it. Dude, there's something about having 2 fireballs there that just makes where your turnaround suck. I don't know what it is.
Dude, I swear, anytime I have 2 fireballs there, that always happens. It's like my brain just knows. Oh,
yes. That was perfect.
Well, there's our first instance of the commentator curse right there. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that's the worst. I hate falling that little gap.
Yeah, and we talked about at the start of this race. I don't know if it's going to be any one big thing that gives a runner the edge over the other. It's going to be these tiny little time losses adding up here and there. We see Muri with about a 4-second lead going into the the second skip here.
I want to see somebody go for single fireballs in a race.
I know. I don't know if I have the courage for that.
The only time I do it is when I'm too stubborn, and I leave this room with 5 hits instead of 6.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm not gonna waste time hitting the statue. We're doing this.
Oh yeah, 100%. A lot of times if I'm on a bad pace, I'll be like, you know what, we're gonna do a 1 fireball, and if it's saved, then the run is blessed. If it fails, then it's a reset anyway.
So we got 6 for 6. Well, 5.5 out of 6 fireball skips. I'd say Pisces first.
Look at the geo. Look at the okay. Now it's not synced anymore.
Oh, it almost was. It was almost resynced.
I know. So both runners, I assume, go for the double here on the Moss Warrior.
Imagine not.
Muri gets, I know who could do that. Yeah, both runners getting the double fireball. Double fireball doesn't really save a ton of time here, but what it does save is time collecting soul in this next room. We don't have to turn around and hit any of the enemies.
Yep.
We need 5 hits of, well, we need to leave this room with 8 hits, and if you go in with 3 already, you can just hit every enemy 1 time and be maxed out. Otherwise, you need to turn around a bit. Not a big deal, but it is a nice thing to do.
Yeah. And getting 9 hits instead of 8 just ensures that just in case you miss the first nail hit on the first guy, you can just shoot the fireballs anyway and you're fine.
Definitely. Muri with really good RNG on the Moss Warriors here. Pisces getting bullied. Yeah. Yeah, Pisces got bullied there.
He wanted to go back for that Geo, then he was like, I already kind of turned around.
Yeah.
Muri didn't get the hits on the Moss Charger, also didn't get the Geo. Pisces at least got 4, so they're both above 300, which I always aim for 310, but what can you do?
Well, I learned something today because I never know what to aim for.
My goal is normally 310, and that's just to ensure, just in case I miss a lot of the Mantis Pogo Geo. Right. Oh, they both got the needle throw. You'd love to see it. Max DPS. Well,
needle throw is the best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The fastest fights I've ever had have just been like needle throw with Fury, and she just died. Pretty good fight from both. I think Pisces might have just kept the same gap. I think they
about 4 or 5 seconds. I think I looked.
Yeah. So his timer's gonna stop at 4:57. 5 seconds. Okay, a little under 5 seconds. Pretty good green path. I know Pisces
really good.
Probably kicking himself over that fireball.
Yeah, I mean, for us mere mortals, anything under 8 minutes here is pretty okay. But I know Pisces probably wants a 7-4x there.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved seeing Pisces go from this guy who just really liked all skills to like somebody who was taking it seriously. And then he messaged me and he was like, hey, I told him I was planning on making an all skills guide because I already made 80% in trending. And he was like, hey, I might make the all skills guide if that's cool with you. And I was like, yeah, sure, dude. And when he told me that, he hadn't quite rose the ranks yet. And I was just like, does he know like enough about the category? Like, about all the, and then he proceeds to in the next like month and a half, like just completely just show, no, he knows way more than I do. So he's more than capable.
Pisces going for, you didn't get, none of them went for the static turnaround. You hate to see it, but.
Okay, if you're gonna have it move, you better call it the right thing. Static slash.
Static slash. Yeah, that's fair. Static slash is so much better. You know what? I like that better. Agreed. I like that.
So yeah, the one cool thing about this is a very rare like spot of any speedrun in Hollow Knight where you have dash and no claw, because it kind of makes the movement interesting. Like you can ride walls and not worry about slowing down by sliding down them. Like you can just really go for like, you know, just utilizing your dash and like trying to make sure you cut every corner as sharp as possible. That's the second hard fall Murray's taken in this split, which again, hard falls aren't the biggest deal, but you know, when the race is this close, that's the little things Pisces is going to take advantage of. And little mistakes like that right there from Muri. Yeah. I've seen people do what Pisces just did where so the one mushroom was over to the left. Oh, okay. That's a lead changer. That is a lead change right there. Yep. I was going to say at least he didn't get hit, but this isn't 106. Your health doesn't matter. Muri not going for his own e-pogo setup here. Ooh. So it went from about 4 seconds one way to about 4 seconds the other way. So yeah. We're going to have Pisces here picking up around 9:31. Muri at around 9:35, 36. So 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, we really just switch, yeah. And I think ePogo does shift what, about 5 seconds? Missing an ePogo is about 5 seconds, I think. No, it's about 8. 8? Wow, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would know. I missed it in the True Ending World Record.
Yeah, so that's definitely not the claw split that Muri wanted, but it's still a close enough race. Anything can happen. You never know.
And the only part that I know Muri knows, and I know anybody who knows Pisces knows, is that like you give Pisces an inch, he'll take a mile. Like that might be enough. Like that might be all Pisces needs is like, oh, I got the lead once. Okay, now I'm never letting you get it back.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, of course, there's stuff out of his control. He can get an extra attack on Umu, stuff like that.
Soul Master can be a jerk to him.
Yep.
That's always my worst fear in this entire run is Soul Master just deciding to give me like 7 dives with all fake dives.
You're saying you don't want 14 total dives on this stage too? Although that might not be an issue with if you do the strat on the right wall. I've got to do it.
I am not brave enough to do that strat yet.
I'm considering learning it for all skills, but I'm probably not doing it in 106 because Fury is crazy and Fury is a mad lad.
Well done, Pisces. Good kill. Muri going for Crow's Mother too.
It's got a really nice pattern there. Didn't have to waste time jumping.
Yeah, one of the worst things that can happen there for our viewers is if Crow's Mother starts going straight up in the air. It's still savable with pogos, but it's a lot more difficult to manage than just simply doing side slashes or up slashes.
You can also manage to get Geo stuck in the ceiling, which is the worst.
Yeah, I think Muri made up like a second or two there with the cleanup.
Better cleanup. See what time they exit. I didn't see what time Pisces entered.
Me either. 105 exit from Pisces. And 110 from Muri. Okay.
4.5.
Yeah. So now the runners are going to be taking an intentional death here to set up Shade Skip.
Pisces, you're at 1 health. Heal.
Pisces, oh no. Unfortunate.
Okay, well, Muri can catch up now. Oh, he died too.
Pisces gets a fireball.
Honestly, that could be like a 3-second gap closer.
Yeah, that could be it.
No!
Oh, God.
I had to say something. Honestly, at least they didn't miss the the shade pogo, because like missing that, like actually killing the shade is just like, oh, it's the worst feeling.
I had a run last night where I just missed. Like I jumped out to pogo and just missed.
You never want to see that.
No.
So I like this little statue hit. It's nice.
I stopped going for it because I always miss it. And that husk. That red husk sentry there in a better spot for Muri. Yeah, you really don't want that the great husk sentry to be in the doorway there. It's just you have to slow down. You have to do some weird movement to get around it, but it's not a massive deal. Runners of their caliber know how to handle that.
So we're gonna make our way over to the gorgeous husk, aka Gucci husk, and he's gonna drop the dank number of Geo.
That's right.
A lot of people might be wondering why they're getting so much Geo, or why we're focusing so much on Geo in the beginning of this run, and that's because we have a lot of stuff to buy pretty early, and then it gets really lax. So like after they buy, they're gonna buy Dash Slash. Dash Slash is gonna allow them to get Shade Soul without the Elegant Key because of a lever skip. And then they're going to end up buying the King Station Stag. And then after that, like, you can almost forget about Geo for the next, like, 20 minutes. Because, honestly, is the next thing they buy just Distant Station Stag?
I think so, yeah. I was trying to think about that the other day when I was watching her.
Ancient Basement Bench.
Ancient Base, yeah, the bench. How much did that bench even cost?
50, maybe?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, but regardless, Geo gets very, very relaxed after. We buy Hidden Station, Distant Village Stag. So 2 stag stations.
Yeah, 2 stag stations and a bench. I think that might be everything.
1305 quit out for Pisces.
Okay. I thought that Geo took a much worse bounce for Muri, but it didn't. It's fine.
Yeah, one of the worst things that can happen there is upon killing Gorgeous Husk, if a large number of Geo goes into the little tunnel that we used to get into there. I've had runs where, I mean, again, we're trying to go fast, right? So a lot of runners will just dash across the room and quickly pause and quit out. There's that moment of fear when you realize you missed like 50 Geo or something.
Yeah.
like, oh god, if it's like 4, even 5 geo, I'm like, whatever, I'll survive. But enough geo, and it's like, well, I really actually need to unpause and go collect that here.
Yeah. Also, I like how that gorgeous husk split is always deceptively time wasty. Like,
Absolutely.
as far as like they weren't, they were 4.5 seconds behind or apart, and then they go through that King Station like room and like collect geo, and then like get over to gorgeous husk, and just a couple of hits, a couple of bad geo bounces, and now Murray's all of a sudden like 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if the enemies are in bad positions or you miss a wall jump somewhere, it really adds up in any city split.
Yeah.
Ooh, Murray taking a hit there. You never like to see that. I don't know if Murray watches the races while in this tournament.
Well, it's going to be something to ask him after.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, I think a healthy balance of have it available. No, actually, I don't even think having it available to look at is a good idea. I think just having the chat open is the play. That's what I'm probably going to switch to doing. It's just too detrimental for me it's too tempting to go look at what they're doing. And if I just have the chat and I have people like the lovely Rixian here telling us the times of whenever we go into stuff, then hell, that's all you need.
Shout outs to Rixian. They're in like every single race updating people on pacing and whatnot. That is a huge, huge benefit.
It's hard to watch both screens to...
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Murray taking the upper path, Pisces taking the lower path here. What are your thoughts on that?
So I didn't discover lower path until recently, and I still do upper because I'm comfortable with it. I've always done it. And they look to be about the same amount of time.
So I got to be honest, I'm obviously not like the world's best movement runner, but I did both of them. Like I posted a spreadsheet like a while back. I did both of them 10 times and took an average. And I think that on average, I got like 0.2 faster with bottom path. So, I mean, that's fairly negligible when you consider all the enemy positions and other elements that go into it. So probably whatever your own preference is.
Makes sense. Yeah, I saw it, and I just at a cursory glance, I using that word correctly? I noticed that I watched a run of like when they got into the room over to the left, and it was like the same time as I get over there. I was like, oh, okay, so it must not be that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's really not.
And I didn't see them make like any major mistakes or anything. So I just realized Pisces doesn't hit that guy first. I'm so like I have to because of 106, so I'm like used to it.
I only go for the hit if he's close to me, otherwise I just double fireball.
Yeah.
The most annoying thing is when you shoot a fireball, it doubles, but you've already shot your second fireball, and you're like, no, that's just 3 wasted hits. No,
the worst is whenever you shoot the first fireball, expect it to double, it doesn't, then you shoot the second one, and teleports before it hits.
That is true. That's even worse. Oh, man. All right, so that's our first, that's our first dash/lever skip we see here, where in current patch, the runners would have to get a lot of money, go buy Elegant Key from Sly to open up this door. But in 1-2-2-1, we just say, nope, we have dash/, and we can hit levers through walls, so.
Yep. Nice little wall cling storage there from Pisces.
I just want to say, Pisces yelled at me for doing that wall cling storage on stream once.
Why?
He's like, stop doing it, it loses time.
That's good. So Pisces yelled at me for not doing this room correctly.
Really?
Because
the way Muri just did it. With the dash lashes on all the elevators.
No, right here. The Soul Warrior. Sorry.
Because you go to the right side.
No, I go to the left. He went to the right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I go to the right side to start, and then I switch with him and like fireball him to the right. But so from what I've seen, if the RNG works out perfectly, then my method.
Pisces just got triple wall cling storage chain.
Oh, nice.
Love to see it.
It looks like it's the same speed, and I get all the geo because it's all over to the right, which is nice. If it's bad RNG, then I end up losing like a little bit of time.
Gotcha.
And apparently, I think the way he does it, I think he's accounted for every pattern you can get. And oh, nice.
Yeah, this is a real. He could get a really quick kill. Oh no!
Unfortunate.
I think one more double would have done it. Yeah.
Okay. Still good.
Still a good kill. Yeah, still a good.
We're disappointed because it went from epic to good.
Yeah. It went from potentially like ridiculous to Oh, Muri got okay. Muri can get 2 doubles here. Oh no, that's the worst.
Yep.
Let's see what strat Pisces goes for here in the second phase. Okay.
Oh.
I think this is probably one of the most reliable strategies to do here.
So okay.
Okay, worked out.
And that's why I don't want to do that with Fury. So I tried to switch. I tried to switch to the double up slash. It just wasn't quite working for me. I couldn't get it consistent enough. And when I had Fury, I needed something that I could like 100% rely on. So I started. I still just do the dash. But there's always that like 2% chance that right as he stops doing the dives and you hit the dash button, he just teleports right into your trajectory and you can't stop.
Oh yeah, the worst.
Pisces does have very low geo. That is correct.
Pisces going for the dash slash storage here. I don't know how much time it saves. I got to be honest, especially when you have to maneuver around like he just did. To
yeah, he messed up a little bit. Yeah. I'm sure it probably didn't save time doing it like that.
Yeah.
He's also pretty low on geo. I hope he doesn't make the classic. Oh, I want the geo. Oh, Muri. I hope he doesn't make the classic like. Oh, I want the geo next to this big husk guy. I'm sure I can. Also, I just learned that apparently getting hit gets rid of that, or he messed it up, the setup.
Yeah,
sure,
one or the other.
Yeah, Pisces needs a good amount of
geo.
This is not unrecoverable because he can still just he can kill a lot in that first section. Like I said, as long as he doesn't get hit for 2 damage by the big guy. And then the dive, he can get the one over to the left. And then even if he needs even more, he can kill the guys on the outside of King Station.
Yeah, there's a lot of enemies in that room at the bottom of Spire to kill. Obviously not great to waste that much time, but it is an option, and it's better than not having enough geo.
And the most exciting room.
Chat saying that getting hit does mess up the storage. So
okay,
probably what happens. I never go for it, so I wouldn't know.
So Pisces about 10 below where he normally wants to be here, which is 270. Oh wait, everyone stop! This is the most exciting room for Muri.
Yeah, and he's dashing. All right,
he's perfect dashes. Got well the done. Perfect dashes. Nice.
I held my breath through that entire room.
Something you can't do in low percent. Did you mean Fireball skipped the category? So Pisces wanted that geo and he wanted the soul because he wants to, okay, so he's gonna skip the guy over the left. I think he's fine.
Just enough. Oh man. Let's hope he doesn't get UI glitch. Okay, he's good.
We in there.
Muri
only needs 1 geo.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna rely on his dive here.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't even need to slow down. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Well, if he would have done the dive over to the left, he wouldn't have had to slow down.
Right.
Oh, Pisces, I feel your pain. I hate that jump more than any jump in this game. Everyone complains about the first jump in the room, which can be annoying, but I hate that jump more than anything. I bonked my head on that every single time.
Do you go for King Station jump, Viz?
Oh, Muri, no.
Muri,
yeah,
oh no. Yeah.
I used to be very consistent at it. It was to the point where Pest was the one calling it impossible, and I was like, it's easy.
There is a visual cue that I use that I've shown a few runners and like, oh, okay, it's actually really easy.
A what cue? So Pisces is going to do this little dash slash. That's not a dash slash, but it's a little setup for dash slash. Yeah, whatever. It makes the raid a hard fall. Yeah,
so what happens, for anyone who's curious, what happens is when we charge a nail art, the game just decides to give, when we charge and release a nail art, the game decides to give us control of our character back. So if we do that quickly enough, we can release the nail art that we've charged and then dash, and it allows us to avoid the hard fall at the bottom of a well there and keep moving, as we just saw Muri do.
Yeah.
A bit harder on faster computers.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I wonder I get it pretty often.
Oh, when I go for it, like I see people getting it like before they've even cleared the little wall on the right. I'm pretty much like barely off the ground, like struggling to get it before my nail art charges. It's really tight.
It's 22 seconds, so accumulating only about 10 seconds over the course of like all of the Shade Soul to Soulmaster split, which if I'm racing against Pisces, I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I haven't seen any runner make like a big mistake, you know, like there hasn't been any, ooh, that's a terrible mistake. It's really just been tiny movement and optimizations, and that's kind of the nature of all skills as a category.
Yeah. And that's the, nice. We got the fast one, no dash.
Well done.
But that's the thing is, so like if I'm racing against any of the 50, 49 guys, guys 50s that capable of getting 49, I'm definitely going for, okay, let me just stay within arm's reach and hope that they, you know, get more Thumu, get, you know, oh, Pisces just flexing.
I can never do that movement, the little dash into the wall and then you jump out of it. Every time I do it, I jump too early and I go too far to the left and hit the guy. So I just started damage tank. I either do the damage tank or I go left side. I don't do the right side damage list. See what Muri goes for.
Why is Pisces just schmoving right now?
Pisces is he's what some people would call pretty good.
Yeah, there's some people.
Some people would call
it's pretty opinionated though.
Yeah. It's all, I mean, it's not like 80% of this tournament's participants learned the category from his guide or anything.
Why is he so with the shiz?
I know. Yeah, and I would absolutely expect Pisces to go for the damage tank cycle here at 5 HP, a runner of his caliber. No reason not to.
I mean, when you get God Cycle, you're absolutely going for damage.
Oh, yeah. If you get God Cycle and damage list. What's up?
Underplat Woo?
Underplat Woo. See if Muri goes. Murray's not too far behind, to be honest.
Nope.
Muri also with 5 HP. That was an interesting. Ooh, Muri. Yeah,
he didn't mean to dash there.
No, I didn't like his movement there. It looked pretty off. I'm sure Muri knows that. You know, he's a very, very experienced top runner, but no underplat for Muri. Oh.
Oh, I was trying to think of backwards woo.
Oh. Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Ooh. No,
Wait.
I like watching Pisces do this room because he hits a cycle that's like one crusher faster than the rest. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he went for it.
That's not what you want to see.
No, I respect the hustle though. Yeah. Okay, there.
Pisces don't do it. Pisces don't. Pisces.
Oh.
All right, let's go, Muri. I'm on Team Muri.
That's
the wall cling storage.
Pisces went for, you know, I always go for that wall cling storage, but I get so nervous about hitting the Crystal Hunter there because his position's fairly RNG.
Yeah. I'm also I'm only rooting for Muri. Oh
no.
Okay. Pisces. Okay. Oh no, Muri got hit too. Muri, that was your chance to catch up.
Yeah. Like every chance Murray's had to make up time has been
okay. Well, Pisces has to,
on.
I mean, Pisces didn't have to, but
he didn't have to heal.
Okay, well, they both saved the grub, so now I'm just rooting for neither of them.
Yeah, neither. Just hoping for a double forfeit. But could they redeem themselves by killing Milo? That's the real question.
Ooh, that is definitely a redeem.
And Pisces, now we're going to see.
Wait, you can forward slash those three?
Yep. Yeah, you can just forward. If you're touching them, you can just forward slash all three.
So let's put our cards on the table, all right? I don't have a lot of time to watch runs, right? I don't watch a lot of runs. To this day, I haven't even watched the 106 world record, even though I'm trying to beat it. And
I mean, it's like a 2.5 hour video. No one can blame you.
But I haven't, you know, I just don't really feel like I have a lot of time to watch runs. So I haven't watched Monsters world record either. So a big reason why I was excited to commentate this was A, because you're in it too. B, because I know both runners. C, because I didn't have to compromise and like not stream today. And D, because I wanted to learn all the strats and have a reason to watch a run. So here we are learning.
It's really funny. I feel like as a somewhat experienced runner now, I notice little tiny things that more experienced top runners do that I just things I probably wouldn't have noticed if I were watching their runs like 6 months ago, like tiny little room optimizations and teeny little movement differences. It's really interesting to see, and it's near impossible to commentate every single thing I notice because I would just nonstop be talking about every room. But
I noticed. I've always said you can't. Pisces getting the landing on top of the first one. I've always said you can't quite know a category until you've made all the mistakes.
Absolutely.
And by that I mean, like, you can practice, you can segment practice all day, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, until you've made all the mistakes, like I don't know, I feel like you have to run a category enough time to where every split can go wrong in every way. Then you can know like everything to watch out for.
No, that's totally true. Like I've had people ask me like, hey, why do you do the movement like this here? I'm like, well, because one time 5 months ago, I lost a run to like this weird RNG thing that can happen. I'd rather just sacrifice the 0.3 seconds to not lose my run anymore.
You got to lose runs in every way to know how to not lose.
Absolutely. Every failure is an experience.
It looked like they both did like the exact same strat, and the only difference I saw was Pisces kind of had a little hiccup on the roof. But other than that, I would say Muri probably made up like a second in that split, but they are about 30 seconds apart, maybe 31.
Right. Now let's see. I'm curious. Oh, Pisces having a little bit of trouble climbing there. Does he do the dash slash? No, you hate to see it.
I'll pretend like I knew what that was.
You can charge a dash slash while you're climbing up after breaking that ceiling, and then release it with one dash to hit the chandelier a little earlier.
Gotcha. So I'd love Pisces' strat for these second two.
The double green nail?
I think so. Well, okay, I don't know if he's supposed to get hit there, but I remember seeing a strat where I think you need... Wow.
Real good. That's like perfect RNG right there. If the knights stay on top of each other, that's really what you're looking for.
I think he had a strat for like some other like RNG pattern that was really cool. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Well done, Pisces. Really good fight. And let's see what Muri brings to the table here. The first knight's pretty... Yeah, the first knight's pretty bread and butter. So one thing... let's watch Muri first before I bring this up. Oh, he gets really good RNG here. Both knights right on top of each other. Yeah, nice. Real good fight.
I swear, this category is Watcher Knights is just avoid freeze frames.
Yeah, honestly. There's not much time to save other than that.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys know that D-Dart gives you iframes?
Did you know that you can live inside of enemies with D-Dart iframes? Yeah. Not on current patch.
Muri had a really good fight there, too. What I was going to say, though, that I don't know if you've ever seen this, but I've seen some runners, like Monsta, on the first night, they do 2 D-Darks, and then they do a nail slash and a fireball. And it still gets the kill, even with a single fireball. And I've wondered if it's any faster, but if nothing else, it gives you 1 extra hit of soul going into the second phase.
So I do that.
You do that, nice, yeah. I started doing it after I saw someone else do it.
Vice 33 ahead. Yeah, that actually, so there has to be something to be said about Muri only losing 1 second to Pisces Watcher Knight. Like that was,
that's insane.
That was very impressive.
Yeah, both of them had really ridiculous fights.
Not gonna lie to you, my average would have lost like 10 seconds right there.
Oh my god, yeah, at least. Yeah.
Pisces, oh yeah, I just remembered he had 0 Geo exactly.
Yeah. That's all of it.
Yep. Yeah, it looked really similar. They both got really good RNG on the second 2, and then the third 2 went like 8 out of 10 from what I saw.
Yeah, so coming up here for Pisces is one of the parts of the run I've had in my mind where it's always possible that you could lose a lot of time if something goes wrong with the spike tunnel skip coming up or any of the Isma skips. I don't predict any massive issues coming from runners like these two, but yeah, anything could happen. It's a tournament setting. There's nerves.
And if anybody wants the piece of advice that I was given that actually like made me 10 times more consistent with the split, hold jump longer.
Yeah, hold jump the entire time. Like I actually hold jump all the way. Like when I hit my nail dash, like the pogo dash, I'm still holding jump that entire time.
For sure.
But Pisces got getting it all first try here.
Yep, and the safety fireball, which is so like, if you don't do it, you're insane. Like, you're not gonna lose 0.5 seconds to make sure that you don't get hit there, and it's like it's 2 hits, so it's like double whammy.
2 hits and a ton of time loss.
Yeah, definitely. Just take the time to fireball. It's better. I hate that. Pisces, I've been hit 3 times in this room. Please don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Muri doesn't even have the fire or the soul to fireball. Okay, we're fine.
Muri will go. Just going for. Yeah, I'm with you, Viz. I think people who go for that without fireballing are insane.
Yeah, it's just it's not even close to worth it in my opinion. Just shoot the fireball.
Yeah, going into this room with 3 HP really scary.
Well, I mean, normally I'd say not scary at all, but yeah, I died. So
I was gonna say I don't think you have a leg to stand on there.
Okay. Look, I got sniped from another country. I don't know. What
you
to
did. You got sniped from across an ocean. It happened. It happens though. It can happen to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Muri with the neighbor of the beast number.
What's he got? 6, 6, 7. Nice. Not a cursed run.
No.
At the very least, though, the runners get the bench right here and heal.
Yeah. Oh, Muri gonna make up some time there. Love to see it.
Oh, did Muri get good Rava RNG?
Yeah, he didn't get hit at all. Everyone call your broken vessel molekits and
that's right.
Skips.
I'm gonna go for Pisces. I'm gonna go
1-2-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2. I'm gonna go 1-1 just so we don't both have the same number. Let's say 1 and 1.
I'm gonna go 1-1 for Muri.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1-1 for Pisces, 2-2 for Muri.
Okay.
We'll just see what happens. What do we count it as if one of the runners doesn't even go for base and skip?
That's a 0, I guess.
0. Right, there's 1 hit for Pisces. That's an intentional hit. Okay. Hold my breath here.
Should have said 2-1. He's too good at that. No. It's okay.
Got a lot of money riding on this here. 1 and 1 for Pisces. All right, I got Pisces. Let's see if I said 2 and 2 for Muri. Let's see.
Yeah, I said 1 and 1. Also, what was the Isma's glitch that we were referring to that got you through here without getting hit in round 1?
Oh no, it didn't make. Oh, there's 2. And I'll answer in a second. We got some action going on here. Pisces getting an early headbang. Probably the best thing that can happen in this fight.
Yes, for sure.
No,
he's almost dead. Yeah, I was gonna say he's dead.
Muri did not go for it. So 2 and 1 attempt. We're gonna call that 2 and 2. Let's go. But the glitch that I do is if you pick up Isma's and then you get out of the room before the menu goes away, that green aura around the knight stays there until your next save and quit.
Oh, are we allowed to do that?
Yeah, it doesn't cause any performance differences or anything. It's just a visual glitch.
Oh, that didn't cause you to get hit 0 times to the Molochs?
No, I think people were just memeing about that. It affects like the game mechanics in no way at all.
Gotcha. Okay. So how did you know? Did you just get lucky and didn't get hit by the one that's intentional?
I do a strategy there where you cancel the C dash, then do a dash pogo dash. It's a little bit slower, but it is consistent and you don't get hit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who pulled off a sparkle in a race recently? That was me.
Flex on him, Rhino. Let him know.
I'm gonna flex on him. Let him know. I may have lost my last 2 races, but I got sparkle glitch, so let's go.
All right, we're coming up on the one part of this race that I know about. This is the only part that I'm good at.
Yeah, Viz, do you know who has the community sum of best for this upcoming split of Hornet 2?
I don't. Let me actually look up the page.
Hold on, take a look real quick.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull up the ComSob page.
Yep.
It says King's Brand, some guy named Visuals. I don't know.
Visuals TV?
It just says Visuals here, but I assume it might mean Visuals TV. It also might mean Invisible 47. I don't know, but I think Visuals has it. He's been called like the master, like the H2 Whisperer, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched that guy do this fight a few times, and his spacing and movement are pretty good. Blasting Pisces.
So, and he killed that guy so that he can, whenever you come back, if you kill him, he's not there when you come back, so you don't have to worry about getting hit on the way to Cyclone Slash, which I don't know how much
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know how much time that wastes, but sure.
I only realized that like earlier this week. I didn't know why people wasted time hitting that Bellfly there, and I'm like, oh, it's not there on the way back.
Yeah.
And also, it's nice to get the extra soul just to start Hornet. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I know Axe doesn't like doing that because he, I think in his words, he was saying it's super easy to just get the dash over the water. I don't know. They both killed him.
Yep. Pisces got a second hit as well on the Aspid, the last Aspid before Hornet 2. So going into this fight with 2 hits already, it's really nice. I might need to start incorporating that.
So Pisces got in here at 32:43. We'll see. This honestly might be almost a minute. That was a really good Ismas and Broken Vessel section from Pisces. Might have built a bit of a lead. It'll be like, I think 40, 45 seconds. Maybe.
So Viz, as the ComSob holder and Hornet 2 Whisperer, what are some of the keys to having a good fight here?
So number one is your rhythm really needs to be like at a point where you're able to constantly put her back into staggers on the side of the room. That way you can basically do what Pisces did at the end right there without her dying.
Nice fight.
Yeah. And I would say, so I know everyone is like, oh yeah, you should dive whenever she does the needle throw. I think you dive when she does the needle throw if you have very high soul. If you don't have high soul, I think it's a very good chance to get like 4 hits and use 1 fireball. So you're actually building soul and you're doing, what, 50 damage instead of 88? So like a little bit less damage, but you're also gaining more soul to help you do more damage later. So it's like you kind of have to really react to like, oh, she does the needle throw, look at my soul, which one should I do? But there's this art of setting yourself up for doubles that I've definitely like had to learn because of see right there. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt myself. Muri Muri had only 3 hits of soul and then like really late decided to go for that D-Dark, and I don't know, I feel like, I mean, it was near the end of the fight, so it didn't matter as much. If it's near the beginning of the fight, I definitely, like, I would say just jump over the needle, get the nail hits, get the fireball, and you can do some pretty fast damage.
Yeah, he may have thought that, like, Hornet was so close to dying that a D-Dark might just die. Yeah. But I definitely think Pisces made up even more time with that. But Pisces looked really comfortable in that fight, and especially at the start of that fight, Muri looked a little uncomfortable with his, like you were talking about getting into a rhythm with that fight.
Yeah, for sure. Pisces saved about 12 seconds. Yeah. Thank you, Rixian, again. But and that's the thing is like you really have to learn it's like an unspoken, undescribed like way of positioning yourself for doubles. I think it has stuff to do with like, oh, Muri, I've never seen anybody see that from there. It's like this like it has to do with everything. It has to do with like your distance, it has to do with whether you're moving forward, whether you like move forward as you press the button. I don't know how to describe it. I just like, you kind of just get a feel for it. But yeah, double hits are mostly only important on the last 2 fights. Other than that, you're not going to see too much Shade Soul usage.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Double Shade Soul is definitely the staple of how the Umu fight is done in one cycle, which both runners will be coming up to in a minute.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, not really a whole lot of Shade Soul used. So looking at, I'm looking at this run now. Muri quite a bit behind. Where do you think are any places that Muri might have an opportunity to maybe make up some time, or Pisces might have an opportunity to make a mistake and let Muri make up some time?
So, obviously Umu. I mean,
yeah, definitely Umu.
In a perfect world, you would see, if you wanted them to like close the gap, you would see Muri get a 2 fast attack, 1 slow attack, 1 cycle, and then Pisces would get 2 fast, 2 slow first cycle, miss the 1 cycle, and then get like 2 slow, 1 fast, like second cycle, and that would almost close the gap. Not completely, but it'd be really big.
Yeah. Something like an extra attack too.
Yeah, it's possible for. I mean, it's always possible to die in Dark Deep Nest. It's also possible to get teleported to the top of the room if you get hit near the very bottom to spikes. So that's always a possibility. Not wishing any of this on Pisces, just saying if you wanted to close the gap, these are possibilities.
Yeah, what kind of runner would do that? Oh, nightmares. I have nightmares.
So, Pisces didn't do my favorite thing. It was just where you turn around and hit the fly and make him die. It makes me laugh every single time.
Yeah, I go for that all the time. I don't think it really wastes much either.
No. 53 seconds.
Yeah. Pisces going for Trinomi drop. I still do Trinomial. I know that there's the axe drop, which is timed to be a little bit quicker, but I'm just not comfortable with it yet.
What Pisces just did to that, in that room where he got hit to that little jellyfish is what I'm most scared of in every flower quest I ever do.
Oh yeah, just dashing. Yeah,
just dashing and like misjudging the distance between like when my dash is going to finish and when I'm going to be able to up slash next.
Would it be okay to just shoot a fireball there, or would it hit the large jellyfish at the end?
I think it hit the large one, yeah.
I gotta be, every time I watch you do flower quest, I'm like holding my breath the entire time. Like it gives me raging anxiety. But anyway, Pisces here going for Umu. I would very much expect a 1 cycle out of Pisces here.
Muri doing some interesting cyclone drop in there. That was cool.
Yeah, I've seen Monster do that. There's definitely some places where cyclone drops allow you to keep moving horizontally while falling at a fast pace.
Yep, he gets it.
Yeah.
I wish I was good like Pisces.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. No, that was so like it's interesting to watch as far as like knowing how to do 1 cycle myself, just seeing the little things that he did that were different for me that are probably the reason that I've been missing it lately. Like for example, at the very end, he stood on the center of the platform rather than the right side, which I always do right side. And then I don't know, I just feel like Umu hasn't been as far to the right as I need him to be lately, which is
same,
yeah. Which is weird because he was on the right, or he was in the middle of the platform for Pisces, and he was just far enough right. I don't know.
Did Muri forget? Was that an extra attack, or did he accidentally not go down to the bottom there?
Oh,
I think he...
Yeah, actually, you think you're right. You might save it, though.
Oh, my God.
There's no way. Muri, you legend!
Oh, my... How did he save that?
Wait, was that an extra attack? I don't think he ever went to the bottom platform.
Yeah, I don't think... I'm not calling anybody a liar, but it didn't look like Muri ever went to the bottom platform from what I saw. I thought...
I don't know. That was impressive.
You know what?
That was very
cycle
impressive.
either way.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate here because Murray's playing incredibly well, but I mean on the other side of things, Pisces isn't giving him any room to get back into this race so far.
Oh, okay. Everyone's saying
real nice, sick movement from Pisces.
So yeah, I guess it was an extra. I guess we both just missed it, but that was hella impressive to recover that.
Yeah, wow. So this is actually my favorite split in the entire run, Great Slash, because I think the movement is just so cool.
All right, I'm glad that you like it because I despise it.
Oh man.
I also don't do this side of the room.
Yeah, that was a clean climb from Pisces there.
Yep.
I think Pisces does the airwalk strat here. I don't know if as a community you've actually timed it. Oh, he didn't get the airwalk.
Yep. It's always impressive to see people just like not discovering, but really labbing out like these little object pogos.
I love Murray's climb there, by the way.
Oh, I didn't see it.
He did left side, but instead of C-dashing, he went diagonally through.
Nice.
I think that was something that the community just timed recently.
I also watched it on the stream, so I saw. What is his speedrun count? Is it Muri SR?
What's up?
Find out. Somebody asked what his... Oh, it's Muri Horo.
Muri Horo, yeah.
Muri Horo.
So like little things like that, like Pisces canceled his C-dash there so much earlier than I would to do the wings dash. Like those are the teeny tiny little nuances that separate like the good runners from the top runners, if you will.
Yeah. Let's separate the happy to get a 50 to happy to get a 49.
Exactly, yeah. Ooh, Pisces taking a hit there. Yeah.
I hate that. Every time I try to cut corners in this split, like on either category, I always end up slamming into those spikes.
Yeah.
Oh, Muri barely that little orange.
He almost got sniped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost got sniped. Right, and we'll see the quit out from Pisces to head into Dark Deep Nest. I wonder if Muri's on PB pace. I'm so inexperienced in this category. I don't know like what kind of times equate to what finishing times at various splits.
I don't either, but I can tell you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what time he got Great Slash in his submitted PB. I don't know if he has a better one.
I don't think he does. I think he's got like a 51:45.
Okay.
Something.
So,
and again, I think he's a much better player than 51:45 for certain. But.
Yeah. Okay, so he presses yes on Shio at 41:34.
Oh wow! So yeah, he's ahead of PB pace then.
Nice.
Comfortably ahead of PB pace. So here's something I wonder: if you lose a race but you hit a PB, what's the mental state there? And we might have a chance to ask Muri that after this race, perhaps, if that's indeed what happens.
From personal experience, I can tell you it's a nice little consolation prize.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
I think I was a little bit too distracted by the fact that I lost by 0.05 rather than the fact that I PB'd, but whatever.
No, I hear that. Very nice mount. That was about as clean. That was textbook as you can make it from Pisces.
And Pisces is, I think in the back of his mind, he thinks that you can't get a world record without a bad Howling Wraiths, because the last 2 world records have had bad Howling Wraiths.
Yeah.
He would have had the first 49 if his race wasn't like catastrophically bad for him.
Oh yeah. Because what he has a 50 flat, right?
Yeah, and Monster's 49-48 world record also has a bad one apparently. I think that's what Pisces said. I haven't seen it.
Real nice movement from Pisces here. So going into Queen's Gardens here and eventually Dark Deep Nest. This is a pretty long split. Lot going on here. A lot of movements. A lot of tiny things that can go wrong that really add up.
A lot of tiny things that can go wrong that are, the mistake itself is tiny, but the punishment is drastic. Like it's
like the impact, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Maybe I got to start doing the mound that way, because I actually learned that room from watching one of your 106 runs viz, where I stand all the way on the left platform for the last 3 squids that spawning. Yeah. Yeah,
I actually really like my strat. I really like my strat. Well, I mean, you said 106. I do that way different 106, but
oh, my bad. Yeah, one of you wrong somewhere.
Yeah. I kind of like how I do mine. I think it's really consistent, but theirs might be faster. I'm sure it probably is.
Yeah, it probably saves a little bit because they finish on the left side of the room.
Right side.
Or excuse me, yes, the right side of the room. Correct. I can't talk. It's been a day.
It's early.
Pisces gonna do the cyclone drop here.
Scary. Oh yeah. God, that was terrifying.
It's terrifying. Yeah, I never go for it, but
I love seeing how everyone does this room.
The dark room, or
yeah,
I play this room so safe.
So apparently I'm all. Oh my God, Pisces!
God, Pisces, please. Oh, okay. Oof.
Okay, so I was under the impression that some people dove in that room. And
I dive.
You dive? Okay, so this is my thought process. Because everyone dives, right? Whenever they go to this, like whenever you get to the den, you have 2 out of like 3 fireballs, right? Or soul things, and then like people normally hit the stalking devout with the dive and then a fireball and kill him.
Yep.
Oh my God, I hate these platforms so much, Pisces. I feel your pain.
Yep.
So what I do is instead of that, I have full soul, and then I fireball twice and hope for a double. That way, whenever I come out of Hera, I have 1 out of 3, and then I can just dream nail once, dive, fireball, and then leave. That's
what a lot of people, and I think you'll see Muri do it. Muri actually, he uses 2 spells going in, and on the way out, he has a very, very specific visual cue he uses for a dash slash on the devout, and then he does a D-Dark, and that also kills it coming out of Hera.
Okay.
I know he did it in our race, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again here.
So I know, so Pisces right there missed the end of his D-Dark. I don't know how common that is, or if that happens like often, or if that was just like a freak, like devout just flew backwards. I'm not sure. But
right.
He did make sure to keep enough soul to leave with the faster method. de-nailing to the left.
Yeah, we'll see what Pisces does here. I think Pisces goes to the dream now.
Oh, he's going left for sure. It's faster.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Because he had an extra hit because he had to hit the devout an extra time going in. So he didn't need to do a dream now. Yeah. That was really, really wise from Pisces to turn off his autopilot.
Yeah.
And like, save some time
definitely most people would just be like, yeah, let me just dream now because it's free. But like he was like, oh, I messed up something before Hera that actually sets up something better after. That's nice.
Yeah. So watch Muri here, though, coming out of Hera because, I mean, Pisces is going to be C-dashing through like 75 rooms right now, so not too much going on there. But I think Muri is going to do his dash slash and then D-Dark setup. It's really interesting to learn.
Pisces also just did Instabill.
Nice. So yeah, I would assume Muri goes for it. But there's an object in the foreground that you can use as a visual cue. It's not perfect. It takes some practice, but I would expect to see it here. Yeah, Muri is running out of room to catch up here.
Yeah, this is going to take, at this point, he wanted to make sure there was perfect. Nice.
Yeah, very well done. And I think that's a little faster actually than going for the dream nail. But obviously Muri had to stop because he missed his lineup a little bit, but I think if done optimally, that's faster than the dream nail.
So I think at this point I guess Murray's looking for a lighthouse climb, which is very is looking for a lighthouse climb death, which is super unlikely. Given he'd have to get hit 3 times. Not out of the question, but neither of these runners are named visuals, so probably won't die. And then
this is where we were talking about keeping an not obsessing over your opponent's position or pace, but keeping an eye on it. Because if I'm Pisces here and like PB is dead, I'm not going for a PB anymore. And I see how far ahead I am, I might play a little safer. Just like, I'm coasting. Like, why should I risk a death, which is the only way my opponent can come back into this race?
Like for example, if he gets a hit a couple times in the climb, if his climb goes like catastrophically bad, just take the black egg bench. Why not?
You mean the dirt mouth bench?
No, the black egg bench.
The dirt mouth bench is faster, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, dead serious. Because
already with the swag door there.
Yeah, somebody told me that because they've timed it, and just walking a little bit left out of the stag station to bench is faster than breaking your C dash and Black Egg Temple. Benching there.
Interesting.
Well, so
just take a bench is what I mean.
What's up?
Just take a bench is what I mean, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you die to THK, it's faster. Well, no, because you get auto saved right outside the Black Egg Temple. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, Murray gonna do his climb here.
Oop.
These siblings are rude.
Yeah, that was getting really.
That'll happen. That's exactly what happens.
And now,
you have a group of them.
You got this giant cloud of siblings here. Oh.
Unfortunate. That's definitely going to be. That was like 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's. I mean, if it wasn't already there, that was probably the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's a bizarro world where Pisces chain dies to THK like 4 times, but I never like to be that type of commentator that just says a race is over, but I really don't see it. It's never over, but I don't really see a good way for Muri to get back into it at this point, unfortunately.
Realistically, Pisces has done this fight so many times that unless he like, the only way that we could really see him dying is if he was like on PB world record pace and was like pushing for every little millisecond and just like miscalculated. But obviously, I'm sure he knows he's not on that pace, so he's like just finish it off.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to be 3-0.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to be 3-0 in the tournament.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pisces has a very good climb. I'm curious to see what strats he goes for. Okay. Nice. I'm always
the only person that doesn't like I love watching this climb. I hate doing this climb.
Oh god, I hate. So I got to be honest, this climb hurts my hands really badly.
Me too.
Over and over. Oh my, like I can't. Like people are like, oh, like do some of this climb ILs. I'm like, you don't understand. After like 2 or 3 runs, my hands are in immense physical pain from all the squeezing and jumping. Yeah.
I feel like I'm so tense when I'm trying to do it because I need like the max height of every double jump and I hate it.
Exactly, yeah. Us old guys got to take care of our hands, Viz.
That was super clean, by the way.
Yeah, that was. I don't know how fast that was, but I would have. That looks like a 31, maybe. Yeah, really, really sick.
Also,
out of Pisces.
Fun fact for anybody who's running this category. Oh yeah, 120. Ouch. Damn, that actually means Pisces could almost afford to die to Hollow Knight and still probably be ahead.
Honestly, yeah.
But so fun fact about the Abyss Streak room is I found out recently you can actually do your wraiths from like really far over to the right, like right whenever the ground ends. But I found out the other day it's actually slower to do it from over there because it takes the game longer to move you to the middle rather than just going to the middle yourself.
Yeah, so, absolutely. I learned that not terribly long ago, but yes, somebody told me that.
It's, Muri, no.
The animation where you're in that little void ball and the game moves you to the center of the room is slower than you just jumping there yourself. Yep. Muri having some trouble here. Oh, man.
So Muri is now going to have to feel... I'm sorry. He's going to have to deal with the unfortunate reality that these mess ups are going to make these crawlers in really weird spots. So now, like, he's not going to be able to do them the normal way. Like, luckily this guy's out of the way, but there could be another one that's just, like, in the way they normally would need to, like, pogo. I don't know how, you know... he ended up recovering pretty well.
Well, also somebody saying that Muri was 15 seconds ahead of PB prior to that climb. So, I mean, he's still running for something here.
Yeah.
Pisces is tied with PB, Blue in chat saying.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, look at the timing. This fight optimally can be like 40 seconds. Are we going to see a 49 out of Pisces?
There's no way.
I mean, there's a way if he has a sick fight, gets like scream skip and everything. This is actually really hype.
It's going very well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, Muri. We have to look away for a second.
Yeah, Muri. History might be happening here.
Okay, no scream skip, unfortunate. Oh, yeah.
Pisces has 19 seconds to get the kill. Oh, well, even less because it's 20 seconds to absorb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Whoa, actually...
Oh.
Oh my god, Pisces could have a 49. Pisces got a 49.
He got it.
Pisces got a 49.
But he got a 40. PB, Jesus,
oh my god.
Pisces.
Pisces with the second ever 49 that we've ever seen in the entire community.
Wow.
That's insanity.
That's so sick.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I don't know how we didn't realize he was on that pace.
Yeah. I mean he was behind at one point, so he must have made up some time somewhere, maybe in that Wraiths mound we were talking about.
Definitely Wraiths. No, absolutely Wraiths. I guarantee he saved over 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Pisces putting everybody else in the tournament on notice right now, dropping a 49 in a tournament. That is, I believe, the fastest time we've seen in the tournament so far.
Oh, easily. It's less than 10 seconds from world record.
Oh my god. Absolutely insane. I know Pisces have been chasing that sub 50 for a while. Regardless, though, I do want to put some attention on Muri now as he's finishing his race. I believe also on PB pace. I think it'd be kind of nuts to see 2 PBs in the same race.
Yeah. At least a nice little consolation prize for Muri is like, well, you lost to a 49. You can't feel bad about that. And then you PB'd yourself, so everyone feels good.
No, like if I knew I just lost to a 49, in no world do I feel bad about it.
Yeah, of course.
Like what? There's nothing I could have done, right?
Do you want me to play 3 tiers above my own skill level? I don't know what you want.
Right. Just pull out like a 2-minute PB out of nowhere.
Oh no.
Oh, Muri. Can still PB here. Oof.
Oh no. He has to get. Okay. Did he PB?
I think he PB'd.
45?
I think 45 is his PB, so he just PB'd by 3 seconds.
Hey, double 3-second PB, let's go.
So for those who don't know, because I'm taking all the fun out of the suspense, from the moment you start absorbing THK's infection until the timer stops is 20 seconds. So,
Congrats to both runners. That's huge.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I think, that's a PB for Muri, I believe.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. So you PB'd and lost to a guy that just ran a 49. I don't think you can be too upset with yourself.
Double 3-second PB and
God, what a crazy race.
It's super respectable. Like that's just like that's a really good race time.
Is that correct? That
might be better than both my race times.
Is that correct? Muri has a 51.45, I believe. Is that what's on the board?
On the board, he has 51.46. Okay, so 4-second PB, even better.
Yeah. Wow. Oh
huge
my
congrats.
I am so happy that I decided to calm this race. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Muri saying not a PB? It's not a PB. Okay, Muri. He got a 51:08 yesterday.
Oh,
Still hype. Still hype.
still hype. Still hype.
Yeah. Oh man. Oof, I gotta calm down a bit. That was pretty hype. What a run from both runners. What a race. I have invited both runners to the
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that happened automatically or what.
Yeah. Yeah, when you mark the runners as done, it automatically sends them a Discord invite to the server. Looks like both runners are down in the setup channel here, so they can join whenever if they're listening, or I can tell them in text chat. Oh man, but boy, do I have some questions here, because that was an absolutely nutty race. What an honor to get to commentate that. That was so.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Hello and welcome.
So we thought this was double PB. Unfortunately, the win got brought out of our steels a little bit, but congrats again. Pisces on the second ever 49.
Yeah.
I know that has to feel good.
And it has to be against me, obviously.
Yeah, right. You're just like sitting there, why me, man?
Yeah, definitely.
If my race times keep getting better.
Yeah,
maybe world record next run.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure a lot of people would be able to compete with that race time. So,
I mean, if history has told us anything, one person in the world right now can compete with that race time.
Yeah. In a grinding session, and that was
yeah.
a race. That's even more impressive.
That was super fun to watch. That race never really got out of hand until pretty late. Muri, we were actually doing a really good job, dude. That Umu save was so sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh god,
I mean,
that's nice.
I gotta admit, it's all due to Pisces and his extra attack
tutorial guide thing.
Yeah. Otherwise, maybe a week ago, I would have been able to save it. So big thanks to him.
Yeah, I mean, I made a comment at one point during the race that 80% of the participants in this community are learned the category off of Pisces guides. So it's probably an accurate statement.
Pisces going to scramble to make all of his guide videos unlisted until the tournament's over.
Once round 5 is over.
No, I actually still need to update the one.
Yeah, my Umu was super unlucky. I got 3 long attacks.
Yeah.
So. That was the worst possible one cycle RNG, I think.
What were you saying, Pisces?
It wasn't important. Just I still have the invalid King's Brand early control in my guide, which I don't want new players to just get their runs banned because of me. Yeah. But I had perfect RNG on everything except Broken Vessel and the base and C-Dash. Hornet, I didn't play super good, but I got good RNG, so
yeah,
I'll take it.
I got terrible RNG at Hornet, and
Hornet was bullying you for sure.
Yeah. So one thing I was curious about is I know after an earlier race, Pisces, I'd asked you if you were watching the stream or if you were just kind of in your own world, and you told me that you didn't watch the stream and you just did your own race. Was that the same case for this event?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go as fast as I can, no matter what the other person's doing. So if I lose doing that, I lose.
Well, I mean, that strat got you a PB because otherwise, if you knew you were a minute ahead, you'd been like, okay, I can, kind of calm down and just go at a pace that's gonna keep my lead. But not doing that netted you a 49, so definitely worth.
Yeah. And same question to Muri, really. But were you watching the race? And if you were not. So neither of you watched the race. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like watching the race when I'm against someone who's better than me. Because I mean, either way, I would feel pressure if I knew where they were. Sorry.
Yeah.
Against you, if they're behind me, I'm gonna feel pressured because I
gotta keep your lead. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of screw up, and if I'm behind, it's even it's crushing kind of. So I just pretty much our race right now, I just thought about it like a no reset with a slightly more Pressure, to be honest, I was a little bit shaky at the beginning, but my early game was really solid.
You were only like, actually to start you were ahead until Explosion Pogo missed, and then then you were only 4 seconds behind. But I think you carried yourself from Mantis Claw to I think Watcher Knights. No. The start of the Crystal Hearts, but you had only lost like 6-7 seconds to him from that point. Like,
and then I kind of I went there a little bit more like safe, but in the end I made a few mistakes which were quite detrimental in the long run. Like I don't know why I went for the faster cycle in the Crusher room. I mean, that was a little bit. I was just dumb. Like I was playing safe the whole segment, and then at the worst possible time, I decided to play risky. That was just nonsense.
So I did the same thing, and I dunked.
Yeah, you guys did the exact same thing. Yeah. That's what we were saying. Like that was Murray's
got a shade fireball too.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a fireball shed, but at least I didn't fail the shade skip.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Like, you take that fireball all day as long as you don't accidentally kill the shade, not make it up there, and then you have to die.
The part I was most nervous during the race was honestly walking into Hornet 1 after I face tanked the Moss Knights 3 times. I was like, please don't die to Hornet 1. Please don't die to Hornet 1.
Yeah, they bullied you pretty hard. Yeah.
By the way, did you save over 10 seconds in Howling Race? Because I called it.
To PB, I was comparing against balance. Let me see. I saved.
Somebody made a comment that you were like 15 seconds behind around there. So then when you walked in the
13 and a half seconds on race.
Okay. That makes it is. Yeah. Yeah, because somebody said that you were behind, and then we saw that you were on 49 pace going into THK. I'm like, whoa, he must have made up a lot of time somewhere. And Viz reminded us all that you had not great rates.
Well, and the climb saved me some time too.
Oh, really? Okay.
It saved me like 6 seconds.
Yeah, we were saying your climb looked really good, and then unfortunately Murray had like a catastrophic one where he fell out of like the cycle and like missed the pogo on the spikes.
What did I fail?
So the first little spikes where you have to like pogo the ones on the right 3 times, you missed it once, and then you went for it again and missed it, and then you went for it a 3rd time and got it.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at my PB. The reason with my in which area?
Oh, the abyss climb, leaving.
The abyss climb. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah. I lost like 15 seconds to that.
Yeah,
it's terrible because up until Hera, the time I lost to my PB was my Umu, the 2 long attacks.
Oh yeah, definitely understandable.
Yeah, but then I fell in the lighthouse climb.
Oh, the lighthouse climb too. Yeah.
It was terrible. Like I lost 25 seconds in those like four final splits. So that was terrible because I think mentally probably I was sure that I wouldn't win, and I don't know why this time it didn't do me good. Last time it did me well because like I had no pressure and I played perfectly, but this time it didn't work.
Oh, dude, Pisces, you golden Shade Cloak and THK screen. Wow. That's sick.
There's the common saying that everybody is their own worst critic, and it may be a bit nitpicky when you just ran the 2nd ever 49 Pisces and PB'd. Were there any parts of your run though that you weren't happy with, or you think could have been even better?
Hornet 2, I assume.
Hornet 2 was honestly still fine. D-Dark.
D-Dark, yeah.
That's what lost me like 12 seconds.
I guess the overall cloak split in D-Dark, or did you not lose that much on cloak?
Cloak I lost. Wait, like Mothman Cloak I lost 4 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
And then like there was a lot of little slip ups that was just like nerves. So like Hera, Great Slash when I just dunked into the Thorns. So like little stuff. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I do want to say that you entered the Balder room with full soul instead of 2/3, and I was like, man, he could shoot a fireball the wrong way and then turn around and shoot the right way, and then you did exactly that. I was like, yes.
Yeah. I was also thinking about that. Just like when I was warming up this morning, I was like, wow, on this first fireball skip, I shoot the fireball the wrong way a lot. And then the Gruzzers just like shoved themselves in my face. So I was like, may as well get
you had all the Gruzzers like right off the bat. By the time you got off like the second platform, you had like 6 9s. Like it was actually insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's guys.
Yeah,
Congrats.
GG's.
Good race, Muri.
Yeah, GG. Once again.
Thank you guys for commentating.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Is there anything either of you want to say before we call it a show and hop off?
I just saw a question in the chat asking if I ever go for Wipogo, and I do in training sessions, but not in races most of the time because
Definitely
I feel too pressured. Like even in this one where I was feeling pretty good with the pace, I still didn't want to try and risk it, and maybe I should have because I failed the explosion Pokemon.
Sure.
But yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and thanks Viz and Rhino for commentating.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, love it. It was an absolute pleasure. And Pisces, any last comments or statements before we call it?
Nope. All good for me.
All right.
Let's a real quick question, actually, that I wanted. Someone in chat asking if there were any new comm sobs.
Did you have any of the ones that you golded?
Yeah. I'll reset. I don't currently have any of the ones I golded, so I can check.
Cool.
Okay.
I will.
All right. Well,
reset my splits and check. Does anybody know the?
I can find it.
Not Umu. Not. No, none of them.
Okay. No new comm sob. But still the second level 49.
They're still pretty solid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's make like a banana and split. GG guys.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Be sure to check out the rest of the races here on the SpeedGaming Twitch channels. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.